74%. So important to mention today, the weather is 19 degrees. It's quite windy out at the moment, but we're going to do a circuit, so we're going to go back the exact same way we came to rule out any hills or any wind bias. I weigh roughly today 73 kilos on this board. For this test, I have the remote set to medium mode, which is roughly max 23 kph, and I have the braking set to low mode. So far the remote says we've traveled 2.8 kilometers. The watch says 2.9. At the 3 kilometer mark, 70%. You won't be able to see that there, but the remote is reading 3.8 kilometers traveled and the watch is reading 4 kilometers traveled. I'm more likely to trust the watch, to be honest. So 64% battery at 4 kilometers. So this thing is so much fun that it's so difficult keeping it in the medium mode. I really want to go much faster, but for the video I think it's important to make sure I stay within the medium mode setting. So we've traveled 5 kilometers. Odometer says 4.7, and the battery life . A lot of dust is actually kicked up by the board onto your legs. Having continuously ridden the board for 9 kilometers now, there is no noticeable sag in performance. I'm still getting average 22 kph on the readout. 10 kilometers, the remote says 9.3, and let's just have a look at the board. So 10 kilometers and 42%. The wind is quite strong now, so it's actually, we're getting 20 on the remote, so we're down about 2 kph on the remote into the wind. Coming out of the wind, we're a little bit better. Oh, these coming up. I really hate these. So we've hit 11 kilometers on the GPS, 12 kilometers. They're quite hot to the touch. The actual urethane here is holding up really well. Okay, so we hit 13 kilometers. Kilometers, 15 kilometers, kilometer number 17. On kilometer 17, the remote says 16.1, and the board is saying 25% charge. So we've done 17 kilometers so far on the board, and it seems like the board is holding up really well. The hubs are getting quite warm, but I don't think there's any issue there. It's a really nice day outside here today. Really nice day. So a good day for this test. It's probably hitting 20 degrees now in terms of temperature. The wind has kicked up a little bit more, so it's a little bit harder to ride into the wind. I'm seeing a max speed of 19 kph when riding into the wind. When going with the wind, I'm still seeing the 22, peaking at 23 kph. Let's keep going and see what this will do. Kilometer 18 per the GPS. The remote now is a whole kilometer. The remote is 1 whole kilometer now behind. 17 kilometers is read by the remote. So 19 kilometers. Let's see how much battery we have here. So I think this board can go quite a distance then, so still 20% left. 19 kilometers on it. We've only used 70% of the battery, so 70% of the battery gets you 19 kilometers. I mean, that's an hour and 22 of riding. That's a long time to be on one of these boards. So I just hit 20 kilometers on the GPS. The remote says 19. And the board's percentage oh, so it's reading at 5%. Okay, so there's a sudden drop off from 20% down to 5%. So from kilometer 19 to kilometer 20, the remote started to vibrate in my hand as I was full throttle. I've just had a look at the board and it's gone from that 22% number and it's dropped straight down to 5%. I've just checked on it. Now the remote is vibrating, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to head home now, and we'll keep the GPS running and see what happens. Ideally, I don't want the board to fully run out. That's not good for batteries. So let's see what happens. Okay, so the remote is vibrating in my hand now, and this is quite torturous. I'm going 8 kph, so that was a significant and sudden fall off the cliff to go from 22%, 20% right down to 4%. So I'll just nurse home. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to kick. That would not be ideal. I'm still quite far away from home, so I was hoping to use the last 10% to get home. But let's see what happens. There's nothing. Won't even move on its own. It will brake, however, so that's good. Let's see, how did we manage here? We managed 21.1 kilometers. And the battery on the board says 0%. I mean, the board freewheels quite well. You can see we are going 11 with no power, just a little bit of downhill and a push. So we're actually not doing badly. But not ideal. The drop from 20% battery life down to 5, and then from 5 down to nothing basically. Well, I mean, that's a fun experiment. Let's do some braking. Yeah, braking still works. That's good. So we're back moving again. We're actually going uphill now. I mean, still 10 kph with just a freewheel and a push. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. What a nice day out. Wow, I can't imagine going from 20%, thinking I'm having a good day, going to work or coming home from work on a commute, and then having to push the rest of the way home. That would not be good. But look, we did it. I mean, we're pushing 12. That's not bad. But tiring. Braking still works. Really good feature there. Really good safety feature. So, I mean, good experiment overall, I think. Like 21 kilometers, that's not bad. And we only went from 90, we didn't charge it to 100, so I think there's a little bit more in there at that top end. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll do my last break here, but I'll see you the next time. Let me know what content you want. Let me know what you want to do with the MeepoBoard. Do you want to see more? What stats do you want? Maybe try a higher mode, maybe try the lower mode. I mean, that will take days, but let's just see what happens. Okay guys, like, subscribe, share if you really think this was a value add. And the channel is running an experiment this year. So in 2020, can we make a YouTube channel? Can we go from 0 to 4,000 watched hours? Can we go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year? So I've set myself this personal challenge. Let's see what happens. Okay, thanks, and see you in the next one.